Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of What I Eat in a Week. I don't know what it is about everyone else's what I eat in a week, but they seem to eat like such a big variety of food and I can't get my head around it because I like buy a few things for the week and then I just have to use that stuff up. So I know you guys like that about my videos, that it doesn't seem like you have to have a million things in your fridge. So yeah, this week, what have we got in store? On Wednesday, I'm going to a spa with my mum and my sister and we're having a meal there, so that'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, let's get on with the video.
I had a banana that really needed to be used up, so I thought it'd be a great excuse to make some vegan French toast for breakfast. This is such a simple recipe. I know I've shared it on Instagram before, but this is kind of how you make the eggy mix, which you just end up dipping bread into. I bought a mango at the weekend and I decided to do that glass trick. I've actually not done that before, where you get a glass and you just scoop out the mango. It worked really well. I was really impressed. I'm going to use that again. With the last bits of mango where you don't quite want to chuck it away, I just often munch it over the sink. I kind of wish I had a bit of yogurt to go with this meal, but actually it was perfect. It was so delicious. I really recommend this combo and I will definitely be trying it out again. Late last week I got sent a massive food order from Follow Your Heart because they released this new vegan Greek style crumbly cheese, and pretty much all these ingredients were sent through and also the recipe card. So here we are going to be making shakshuka. This is definitely a bit more complex, a lot more to it than the meals I usually make, but it was quite fun to put in a bit of effort into cooking for a change. I do start off using a frying pan and you guys will slowly notice that this was not big enough. It was definitely you're going to need a bigger boat sort of meal going on here. So this is a bit stressful to watch for a while, but do take some comfort in the fact that I do eventually switch up into a massive saucepan. I don't know if you've ever bought vegan style feta before, but it's so hard to crumble, so I love that this is pre-crumbled and it has been so fun to cook with. It goes with everything, so I've really enjoyed that. And here we have the final meal. It looks amazing and it tasted gorgeous as well. I was so proud of myself for this. Always love to mop up with a little bit of bread. And I actually put this in the freezer. I don't do that often with leftovers, but I just had so much food sent across, I needed to put some away for later. Mondays are normally gym days for me. I like to go to dance and also to hoop. Hoop is a new thing I do and it's really helping me out with arm strength and core muscles and stuff like that. For dinner, I made just a small little salad bowl with some leaves and tomatoes, olives, hummus, beetroot and some sauerkraut as well. I do love to throw together a big salad bowl. I just find it such an easy way to eat a lot of healthy stuff, and I find just throwing vegetables around a lot of hummus is normally all it needs, all it takes. I am a firm believer that everything tastes good in a sandwich, even roasted mushrooms and tomatoes, so that is what I did for breakfast on Tuesday. Some people love the Hellmann's vegan mayo. I personally hate it, and my favourite brand to go to for vegan mayo would be Follow Your Heart. I love this organic basic mayo they have, but normally I go for the garlic one. It's either garlic mayo or garlic aioli, I think, but it's delicious and great for any garlic lovers. I made a salad for lunch, but I did start off with chopping up and roasting this yellow courgette, but I don't end up eating this until dinner later tonight, so when you wonder what happened to it, that's when you'll see it again. This lunchtime salad was also loosely inspired by a recipe card that I was sent across, so I sliced like the courgette into ribbons and I added a few things I had lying around the fridge. This is kind of where I deviated from the recipe card, but it was just nice to throw in what I had and what I love. It was about halfway through making the meal I realised there would not be enough carbs on the plate, so I made myself some couscous. I often do half and half, half like plain couscous and half packet mix couscous because it's just so tasty. And I had pistachios onto this meal. That was such a good choice. It tasted so good. I ended up serving about half the salad and I saved the other half for later. As far as salad dressings go, right now I just love olive oil and salt, so you probably see me using that a lot this week. Some would say it's basic, I would call it a classic. I was craving something sweet, so I had one of the sticks from this Love Raw vegan Kinder Bueno, and it was tasty, and then I headed out. I needed to go to Covent Garden to do a return for something I got for my sister for her birthday. The weather was lovely and I enjoyed my walk there. It did take me like a little over an hour, but it was fine and I managed to do the return, no issues. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to walk back, so I got the bus and then I had some peanut butter and toast before I headed back out to the gym for Tuesday's dance class. I didn't start dancing until I was in my 20s. I started off by taking belly dance lessons and now I just do lessons in the gym and I just really recommend it. I love dance. I feel like it's one of the best exercises for making you feel like connected to your body. Here we have that roasted yellow courgette with the rest of the salad from earlier, which I enjoyed whilst we watched some Sex and the City. We are on the final season now and I'm looking forward to watching the movies and the reboot. Then for dessert I just finished off the last of the mango, which was still yummy. Wednesday was the spa day, which meant I knew I wasn't eating until like close to 3 o'clock because we had a late lunch booked, so I made myself a very filling porridge for breakfast. I had like oats and banana and I put in quite a few nuts in the end. I had the Vigo spread, which has hazelnut. Then I had the pippin nut, coconut almond butter, and on top of all that I had walnuts as well, so very nutty, a lot of protein, super filling. This was so delicious as well. Really recommend this for a filling breakfast. I had a few banana chunks left over, so I melted up some Vigo 10 seconds in the microwave and dunked them in, which was tasty and lovely. We booked to go to Nirvana Spa, that is all the way in Wokingham, so I did have to get the train out of London. I headed to Reading where my sister picked me up and drove me the rest of the way. The spa was so gorgeous. It had so many rooms, so many pools, including like a hydrotherapy pool and a dead sea salt pool. It was incredible. And there was also like saunas, steam rooms, so many lovely things, and you could also get a treatment. I emailed in advance to find out which of their massages were vegan, so I recommend doing that before you go. I remember seeing them bringing over the soup and thinking, ugh, they brought over butter, but literally as they're putting it down, they're like, by the way, that's vegan butter, and I was so happy. That made such a difference for me with my soup. Then for my main, I got this tofu salad with like mushrooms and also quinoa underneath all the leaves, so it was a really filling salad. For breakfast I decided to have a sausage sandwich, but I only had one sausage left, so I made up the rest with mushrooms and I seasoned them with a bit of olive oil and garlic. I had quite a few peppers from that delivery last week that were looking a little worse for wear, like a tad wrinkly. So I thought it would be really nice to turn them into a pasta sauce. But whilst I was waiting for them to roast, I did have peanut butter on toast. I also had a bath and had a face mask, so 40 minutes in the oven, you can do a lot whilst your food cooks. I'm normally one for snapping my spaghetti in half so it fits easily into the pan, but I saw too many Italians getting mad about that on TikTok, so I'm trying not to do that so much. But yeah, I put half of the pepper mix into a blender and just whizzed it up basically. I was actually really impressed with how delicious this simple pasta dish was. I was actually so proud of myself because I just made this with no recipe as well.
So I've seen some pretty crap news today, and if you follow me on Instagram, there's a good chance you'll have seen it already as well. The Guardian have been talking to Cruelty Free International, the organisation behind the Leaping Bunny certification, so big in the cruelty free world, and the headline's just basically, UK could allow animal tests for cosmetic ingredients for the first time since 1998. Campaigners say aligning with EU ruling on chemical testing will blow a hole in UK leadership on cruelty-free cosmetics. There's a part of me that thinks like maybe this news story has just been like kind of blown out of proportion, just because the idea of it is just so unfathomable to me. I don't understand how we could go backwards like that. But then with the Tory government, not much would surprise me. Something like animal testing, which, you know, 1998, they could U-turn on that like 25 years later. But yeah, I'll leave a link down below if you want to read the article, but more importantly, there is a petition which Cruelty Free International have, which hasn't been created in response to this article. It's been going for a while now. Yeah, they basically have a Target Zero petition which asks the government to recognise the urgent need to use animal-free science and, most importantly, to publish a clear and ambitious action plan with timetables and milestones to drive the phase out of animal experiments. I will leave that linked below because it'd be great if you could all sign it. I think it's just really important we make sure that the government knows that we are against animal testing, especially for cosmetic purposes. We'd love to see stricter rules on medical purposes, but we definitely don't want to see any back steps on the cosmetic side of things. Imagine if the UK becomes a new China. You know how everyone's like, do you sell in China? Because ish. Imagine if we become that new country where everyone across the world's asking questions about like, oh, you're not made in the UK, or you're not sold in the UK, whatever the question will be, whatever the new policies will reign. Imagine. I think it's important to sign the petition, but I'm hoping nothing bleak will come of these whispers. Nothing has happened yet from what I read. It's all very much could happen, which is scary enough in itself, but I just can't imagine big brands allowing it, not even brands like L'Oreal or Unilever. I'm not even talking about like the Body Shop, Lush, and them lot. I think even the big brands that I'm against, I think they're going to be like, mates, you can't do this. They're already sick of having to battle China and losing all the money from not being cruelty free because of what's going on there. They do not want to deal with that over here in the UK as well. I'm optimistic that this won't be a backstep, that it's just awful little rumours, but time will tell. And please sign the petition just in case, because I didn't think Brexit would happen either. I didn't think Trump would get into power, but there we go. Shit happens. Anyway, I'm about to go on a walk and I don't know what I have for dinner. I'm having one of those weeks where I'm eating a lot in the day and not a lot for dinner, so I might just have a salad tonight, who knows.
We watched the Kissing Booth 3 with dinner, well for me with ice cream, and just so you guys all know, I am Team Marco. After all that, I was a little hungry. My housemate had like the tiniest bit of leftover tofu from a meal she did the other day, so I fried that up with a bit of soy sauce, had it with some of my leftover peppers, a little bit of salad. I wasn't really that hungry, but I wanted something to eat, and this was really nice. I used up the last of my crumbly vegan Greek style cheese on it as well, so it was sad to see the last of that, but I actually really enjoyed this tiny little meal. It's very tasty. Friday morning I made one of my favourite breakfasts, and that is scrambled tofu. This always turns out a little bit differently each time. It's mostly dependent on what I have in the fridge, so today I decided to go with some tomatoes and some olives for extra flavour, I guess. Arguably, two of the most important ingredients when you're making scrambled tofu is turmeric. That gives it a really good like yellow eggy colour. And then also kalanamak, that is eggy salt, so that really makes it taste a bit eggy. God, look at that, isn't it just perfect? This is definitely one of my favourite things. Friday lunchtimes I go to aerial yoga. This is one of my favourite parts of the week. I love doing this. And this here was a new move for me, so I felt very proud of myself for getting into this bend. I was really craving pizza, so I got this one from M&S. It did cost £5.25, but I think I would have just ordered a takeaway otherwise, so in a way it was kind of the cheap option, in a way. But yeah, I think this is probably my favourite store-bought vegan pizza that you cook at home, but I don't know, what's your favourite? I'm open to trying others. I wouldn't say it's like the best thing I've ever had. Oh, I do like to have a bit of mayo on the side to dip my crusts in, or just dip the pizza in. Always tasty. You may recognise this elephant gin from my What I Get Gifted in a Week video. I absolutely love it. It's so delicious.
Cheers, thank you for spending the week with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything I ate. The spa day was definitely a highlight. I really recommend Nirvana Spa. I'll leave some details down below about it. Please do hit like and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. Let me know if there are any like restaurants you want me to hit, any foods you want me to try. Also any other themed weeks. I've done what I spend in a week as a vegan, what I get gifted, what I eat, just a few different things. So if there's any other sort of weekly themes you'd like me to explore, I'm more than happy to show you guys that as well. Thank you and have a lovely day.